There were literal cobwebs on my art history degrees when I went to take them off the wall for this video, but as your accredited royal art historian, let's talk about this portrait. This is the first completed portrait of King Charles to be unveiled since his coronation, and I, as always, have thoughts. It was painted by British artist Jonathan Yeo in 4 separate sittings beginning in 2021, which the king was personally present for. He stood in front of Jonathan Yeo 4 times to get this portrait painted, so he knew what this was gonna look like, and he still. So first, let me approach this as an art historian. What we have here is a very contemporary portrait of King Charles III with some interesting symbolism going on. Immediately, I noticed 2 things. Well, okay, 3 things. Number 1, the color. Yes, that is abrasive. I want to return to that later. Number 2, he is wearing the formal military uniform of the Regimental Colonel of the Welsh Guards, a rank he was given in 1975. Also, don't you love the BBC here trying to be as tactful as possible? It is a vibrant painting. Yeah, that's for sure. But okay, Welsh Guards uniform, reference to his very long tenure as Prince of Wales. We also have the butterfly, which in art history is a classic symbol of rebirth because they literally undergo a process of metamorphosis. So here we are probably referencing Prince Charles transitioning to the role of King Charles. But Yeo has also stated that the butterfly has a second meaning as a symbol of the king's interest in the environment. He says he asked King Charles, when school children look at this portrait in 200 years, what clues do you want to give them about the kind of king that you were? And he claims it was Charles who suggested a butterfly landing on his shoulder, which could also be a symbol meant to suggest that he's kind and he's gentle, a nice enough guy that a butterfly would want to land on him. And that's all well and good. But the color, even as a lover of contemporary portraiture, the color is giving me so much pause. Because unless Yeo is trying to be a little subversive here, I don't understand the point of it. Because he clearly understands, after asking King Charles, what do you want people to remember you for, that that's the point of a royal portrait, to convey a certain message about yourself and about your reign as monarch. That's why classical traditional royal portraits are so stately. They have these monarchs in this power pose, either showing off their beautiful calves or their, luscious codpiece. Did I just say luscious codpiece? King Charles' great-grandfather here, George V, is doing the traditional power pose in the robes of state next to the imperial state crown, telling you how powerful he is, how much land he oversees. An even more recent example, Will and Kate in their first portrait as Prince and Princess of Wales, they are conveying both a certain regalness but also an approachability. I don't know the point of taking an already very stately, regal pose and just drenching it in a blood red. There have been comparisons to the infamous Camilla's tampon line, the elevator from The Shining, the portrait from Ghostbusters. It's not good. This is not a sympathetic color visually. I did run this picture through Canva to see what we could have had. If we wanted to go with the environmental route, let's just make it green. I like this. If we wanted to go with the sympathetic route, let's make it blue. I did try yellow because that's a happy color, but this is not giving what I wanted it to give. It's giving King Midas, to be honest. And Charles wants to get away from the monarchy is too expensive line of thinking. This is not the first time that a royal portrait has gone down poorly with the public. Queen Elizabeth was the victim of some truly unflattering images during her long reign, which this is an interesting portrait artistically. But given what a royal portrait is supposed to do, show a monarch as strong and capable, this by Lucian Freud missed the mark. Even if you don't want to go the photorealistic route, I have seen royal portraits be done successfully in a more abstracted contemporary style. This portrait of the Duke of Edinburgh is by Jonathan Yeo, same guy who painted this. This portrait of Camilla as the Duchess of Cornwall, by the same artist. Camilla was said to have looked at this portrait of Charles and said, "You've got him," meaning that the artist captured the essence of Charles as a person, which in the face I don't disagree with. It was also reported that King Charles was a little taken aback by the bold color choice. Yeah, artistically, love this. Just like artistically, I loved this portrait of Catherine when she was Duchess of Cambridge. But for the message that the royals are trying to convey, this didn't work, and I don't think that this works either. Let me know your thoughts in the comments.